right, 18 minutes after 8 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in this Monday morning. Tomorrow is Veterans Day, and we are remembering our veterans today and tomorrow. We always remember our veterans. I mean, I don't know that I've ever been a part of a radio station that is more veteran-friendly than this one. This radio station absolutely is. This listening audience is. In fact, this whole town really is very veteran-friendly. Last night, by the way, there was some kind of a celebration over at the Veterans Park.
Yep.
And I could hear the fireworks, and I forgot they were going to do that. I thought we were under attack.
The Kingdom of the Sun concert band.
Well, if you are a veteran, thank you. First of all, we salute you. And there's no, I know you're all humble. Every time we tell you you're a hero, you don't like that for some reason, but you are. So you definitely deserve at least one day a year, some freebies that might come your way. There's a couple of restaurants, etc., doing free stuff. Tish Stropes is on the phone. She's the director of the Hero programs at Fisher House and the wife of an active duty Air Force husband. She's talking about the Days in Hero program. Well, that sounds like another good one. Good morning, Tish. How are you?
Good morning. Great, Larry and Robin. Thanks for having me this morning.
Oh, you're welcome. Where are you right now?
I am actually in Rockville, Maryland.
Rockville, Maryland. Is it cold there? You're going to have some cold weather. See, we're at the line where cold meets hot.
Yeah.
So when you're freezing like this weekend, go to Disney. It's going to be warm in Disney.
I wish it was that easy.
So where's your husband right now?
He actually happens to be at home right now.
Oh, okay.
But he is stationed at the Pentagon and will be retired soon.
Oh, wow. Well, thank him for us, and thank you too. The wife is always the spouse. Sometimes it's the wife who's the military person. Did you serve, by the way? I don't mean to put you on the spot, but.
I did not serve, but I like to think I'm serving our military families every day.
Serving in this way, yeah, it's an interesting word, the word serve. I'm sure you're serving. But anyway, tell me about the Days in Hero program. What is that?
Well, I'll tell you, Days In is doing a fantastic job to come in and help promote our Hotels for Heroes program. The program itself provides hotel rooms to families of wounded, injured, and ill military service members and veterans when they are undergoing treatment at a medical hosptal at a time when there is not a Fisher House or if a Fisher House is full.
Oh.
And so what happens is we're able to use these donated hotel points, like the ones you accumulate, with different hotels. Our great citizens in this country donate those points, and then we are able to use those to put families in hotels. So what we're really excited about this Veterans Day is an initiative that Days In Hotel brand has put together. So starting tomorrow, Veterans Day, and running through the end of the year, Days In is committed to donating 10 Wyndham Reward points to our Hotels for Heroes program for every reservation that is made at the daysin.com website. And they're going to give up to 1 million points.
Oh, I see. So I could not benefit, but I could contribute to this just by spending a night at the Days In.
Exactly. You make your reservation with Days In, you can donate your points, and actually whatever points you might accrue if you're part of that Wyndham Rewards, program, you can also donate those points. And what's really great is, 1 million points, it's hard to understand what that really does. That's actually over 100 nights of lodging for our service members and their families when they need it most.
Oh, wow. Do the service members who are ill, it says ill or wounded, if their illness is not combat related, do they still apply?
Absolutely. The beauty of Fisher House Foundation is that we believe in taking care of the entire military family, not just the active duty member, but the spouses, the kids, the whole family. It's an entire family unit that make it possible for that service member to go to work every single day and do what they do. And so whether it's an active duty member in the hospital or one of their kids, actually, these families qualify
Oh, wow.
to stay at a Fisher House and be supported.
Oh, that is
So
great.
does the money for the services come not only from the generosity of individuals that will stay at Days Inn, but from the VA as well? Does the military person, does the VA cover not only the military person but the spouse and the children also under the insurance plan?
Under TRICARE, and I can speak to it, personally in our situation. I'm the spouse of, my husband's in the Air Force, but TRICARE actually covers all of us. Myself, my 2 kids, my husband, we are all part of his plan. So the military really does a phenomenal job of taking care of our military families when they need it most.
That is really, really good.
Yeah.
So your message is a pretty easy one to understand. I mean, the core of this message, that all we need to do is make a reservation. Do we have to use it in between before the end of the year, or can we make a reservation now for, like, let's say next summer, and would it benefit the program?
I believe, and the way I understand it, is that you just need to make a reservation between tomorrow and it runs through the end of the year. So you really have quite a bit of time to make that reservation for whenever it is, and those points will be donated.
Okay.
Does the Fisher House, once the medical needs are taken care of, do they help the veterans transition back into society? The great thing about Fisher House is, we have these our houses at active duty locations and at VAs. So in terms of your, medical, and if you have a need, you're in the hospital, we take care of you, whether you are active duty or whether you have, made that transition and you're being treated at a VA hospital itself. So as it pertains to your medical side, and when you need a place to stay, those families need a place to stay to support their loved ones in the hospital, we are still there. Still there to support.
Oh, good. Wow, this is a wonderful message. Tish, are you okay with taking calls from listeners?
Sure, absolutely.
Okay, let me squeeze a couple in, or at least one. Good morning. You're on the air with Tish Stropes. Thank you for calling.
Hi, good morning. I'm a retired vet, and my wife is in need of a hearing aid. Okay. Do they also help with that? Because, we try to go through TRICARE with this doctor, and he mentioned that, TRICARE doesn't, they really don't accept TRICARE.
Okay.
Would this program Fisher House also help with that? The cost of the hearing aid?
Tish?
Well, thanks for the question. Unfortunately, we don't provide, we don't provide resources for, in your case, it would be, a hearing device. But what I would recommend is that, you call TRICARE and look for a patient advocate who is able to help you and point you in the right direction, and maybe to a provider that does take TRICARE.
And sir, if I could recommend you call Vets Helping Vets. Are you familiar with the program?
Oh, yes, sir.
Hank and his guys probably could, if nothing else, they could probably lead you in the direction. Maybe the Lions Club or something like that. I know the Lions Club helps out with hearing aids.
Yeah, for free.
Okay, I'll give Hank a call.
Okay. And if you don't have his number, call us off the air. We'll be glad to give it to you, okay?
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, obviously, this is a really, really wonderful program, and who doesn't like to stay in a Days Inn?
Oh yeah, really nice.
So, I made a kind of a silly point in the beginning, but you could use it to kind of underscore this. If you're in the colder parts of the country, or you have a family member say, "Hey, come to Disney,"
Right.
stay at a Days Inn, and you'll be having a good time. Get out of the cold and help a vet somewhere in this country and his family.
That's right. Taking a vacation, you'll help, be part of paying it forward.
Yeah,
Days
yeah.
Inn.
Is there a place where we can go to find out where the Fisher House locations are? Are they usually by a VA clinic?
Sure. So if you go to www.fisherhouse.org and click on houses and house locations,
you'll find we have 64 houses right now, both at active duty military installations and at VAs across the country, and actually some internationally. So it's listed by state. You can find your state and find where those houses are, and you can even see where some of our upcoming houses are as well.
Okay, what was that website again?
It is www.fisherhouse, FISHERHOUSE.org, O-R-G.
Fisherhouse.org, okay. And what is the Hero Miles program that you're part of? What is that?
Sure. Our Hero Miles program, think the similar concept as Hotels for Heroes, but in this case we partner with our airline partners, and again, customers are able to donate their frequent flyer miles, and then we use those miles to get family members, loved ones to the bedside of their wounded, injured, or ill service member as well. Remove that burden of having to buy a last-minute plane ticket and just get them there, because as we all know, family is the best medicine, and that's who you need with you to get better.
What a wonderful program, bringing families together that way.
I just went to the website, fisherhouse.org, and 22,000 families served in 2013.
Wow.
22,000 families. Wow.
Wow, that's amazing.
Tish, thank you so much for being on the air with us, and a bigger thank you for what you're doing. You're obviously making the world a way better place, and thank your husband for his service, and thank you for yours as well.
Thank you so much, and again, thanks for reaching out and bringing Fisher House Foundation to light, and for a lot of people who may have never heard about it. Appreciate it.
Does the Days In website have information too? daysin.com?
Yeah, definitely go to daysin.com, and again, hey, plan that next holiday and make a reservation today.
Thank you, Tish.
Fox News Radio, I'm Pat O'Neill. President Obama beginning his Asia tour at the annual APEC summit in Beijing. The president saying the U.S. is committed to being in the forefront of global issues.
But whether it's our fight to degrade and destroy the terrorist network known as ISIL, or to contain and combat the Ebola epidemic in West Africa, the one constant, the one global necessity is and has been American leadership.
The president in his keynote address. The U.S. and China, meanwhile, announcing a new visa agreement, making it easier for students and business people to visit each other's countries. Winter has arrived in the upper Midwest. This Eden Prairie, Minnesota resident getting ready.
We heard there was snow coming, and we knew that there was no more procrastination allowed.
Many areas expecting at least a foot of snow, along with rapidly falling temperatures. Fox News, we report, you decide.
Fox News on your time. The Fox News iPad app is ready to go with all the great features from FoxNews.com and our iPhone app optimized specifically for your iPad. Watch the latest clips from your favorite Fox News shows. Personalize the app by creating your own newscast using the video playlist. Listen to Fox News Radio live. Get local weather forecasts. And it's all free. Go to foxnews2go.mobi. That's foxnews2go.mobi.
Some people would call him a loser. He ran for state office. He was beaten. He started a business. He failed. He ran for Congress. He lost. He was nominated for vice president. He lost again. But he knew only those who never tried are the real losers. And Abraham Lincoln was no loser. Persistence. Pass it on. From the Foundation for a Better Life at values.com.
Howdy, folks. RL here to tell you about Dairy Queen's new $5 lunches. 4 models to choose from. We now have a bacon burger with extra bacon, a chili dog, and our famous chicken strips, including chicken wraps, grilled or crispy fried. All include a fry, a 21-ounce drink, and a sundae. So come on down to Dairy Queen Silver Springs, where we always treat you like kings and queens.
Legally Yours, brought to you by Fuller & Fuller Attorneys at Law. On the air every Wednesday morning at 10:30 a.m. with John Fuller, a board-certified civil trial lawyer for over 25 years. John welcomes your questions, from business to complex family matters to legal disputes. So tune in every Wednesday morning at 10:30 a.m. for Legally Yours with John Fuller, right here on WOCA 1370 AM and 96.3 FM, The Source.
Your home is safe, or is it? AA Lock, Dock, and Security. The name has been a staple in Ocala since 1985. Do you have the right equipment in place to have peace of mind when you are at home or away? AA Lock, Dock, and Security has the right people to install and monitor your home or business. Call today for a free on-site security analysis. Call 867-1965. AA Lock, Dock, and Security, 219 Northwest 10th Street, 867-1965.
Your weekends are getting a little retooled.
Swear to God, not making a joke.
Check this out. New shows? Check. Some new talent? Check. Let's welcome the guys.
Let's get it going.
Arnie Spanier.
Unbelievable.
TJ Reeves.
This is what you get.
Your weekends are on fire. Because that's how exotic it is.
Get it for less at the DIY Home Center outlet. Get top quality real wood cabinets the same or less than the big box stores are selling the cheap stuff. And that's not all. Drywall screws big box stores are $6.47 a pound. At DIY, only $4.99. Plus, DIY has the largest selection of mobile home parts and accessories anywhere. From carpet to doors, get the DIY supplies you need for less. The DIY Home Center outlet. We are your building material closeout store. 2191 Northwest 10th Street, just 2 miles east of I-75.
You've got a garden and we've got a show for you called You've Got a Garden with your host, Master Gardener Carol Ann Baldwin. Carol Ann answers your questions about your flowers, your veggies, your grass, your trees, even questions about your bugs. And she's only on WOCA, so don't miss Carol Ann Baldwin and You've Got a Garden each Tuesday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. right here on WOCA The Source.
WOCA.
Ocala's information station, 1370